Hi, this is Jeff, and this is hopefully a short video instead of a lengthy email to explain our transition in vital signs. So currently, pretty much every pastor gets an email on Monday to invite them to enter in their statistics to for their church, like the top 5 statistics I think that we're concerned about, and that's run through our website. So what we're going to do is we're going to transition back to what we used to use. We used to use a platform run by Discipleship Ministries, transcendapp.com, and we like that because we want to transition back because the reporting is better. That's the main reason. And so you're going to get an email every Sunday, I believe it is, and it'll come from this, the United Methodist. It might show up in your junk mail or somewhere else. I have this in Gmail right now. So go ahead and open it. And there's a couple of links, and they go to the same thing. So that's fine. And then there's this one that goes into the login. But there's also, so if you are not the right person from your church to receive this email, if there's somebody better that should be reporting it, don't click this remove one. I'm going to show you where to click, where to change that later. If you want to opt out, you can go ahead and opt out. If your church wants to opt out, I'll say it that way. If your church wants to opt out like this, go ahead and click on the remove one, and what we'll end up doing then is letting your district superintendent know, so that way you're all on the same page, okay? All right, so let's click this one, and it brings me right into the input screen, the filing screen. And if you had been reporting your statistics in the current system, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a data file to Discipleship Ministries, and they're going to hopefully load everything in here. So this wouldn't be blank. So instead there would be data in here. So that's just a note. So there's the statistics here that you might have to do. Um, if you, by the way, if you're just reporting your statistics, recording them like on pencil and paper or a spreadsheet, you can also just put those in here too. And what it'll end up doing at end of year, some of these categories will go on to your annual statistics, so it'll give you a slight head start. Um, One thing I want to note on the bottom here, near the bottom, it's the filing comments. So if you have something that happens at church that you want to share, so for example, this week at church we had 500 VBS kids, and as or whatever it is, or this week we had a very difficult time at our church, or whatever it happens to be. Let's go ahead and you can go ahead and file this, and it should be accessible to your district superintendent and or a conference person. And when you're done, hit the submit filings. And so I told you, if you're not the right person receiving this email, here's the quickest way to fix that. There's in the upper right, edit my profile. And here I have it set to poosby@yahoo.com. That is my it might be early college, but it might be high school email address. I think I got it right in 1997. So I also have a Hotmail account. Now I'm feeling old. But go ahead and change it if you want more than one person. So let's just say somebody does the financial stuff, somebody does the people stuff. Go ahead and do a comma. So I'm adding a Gmail account because I'm super cool too. And go ahead and hit save. And so I can go back and I can see it. So I did a comma and a space for multiple ones. Anyway. So that was on the filings page. So if you want to go then to see reports, click reports, vital signs. I don't know what the Louisiana vital signs is. I'm guessing it's vital signs for Louisiana churches. There must be a different format to it. One of the things you can do is you can either just start typing your church in, and I'm going to type in Piedmont Grace. That's Carl Kroger's church, and Carl Kroger has been very diligent about always keeping these updated, so that's why I'm using his. I'm not picking on him or anything like that, but you can see then the trends at a glance. you can see what your average is. For example, 123.35 is the average worship attendance. So now if I was curious how it compares to maybe last year, got to click on the number. So I can kind of see a little bit of the trend here, but not really great. But what happens if I change that? Then I can see, well, last year was 112.96. That's a big difference. You can see that, or, and you can go back. I don't even know how far back this data goes. I guess we'll see. So if I wanted to go all the way from 2016 to 2019, I have all the data. I could see the ups and downs. I could see the last. I'm guessing this is Easter, Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve. So I mean, it's just kind of neat to be able to see. Actually, I mean that in itself is quite a trend. Every year, the Christmas Eve keeps getting bigger and bigger. Uh, Easter's, I don't know. I mean, Easter's, it looks like they're growing as well. So it's just kind of fascinating to be able to see these over time, and help us, especially as I think of like pastors that are transitioning churches, to be able to look. Oh, our annual worship attendance is 50, but I'm worshiping 40 now. Well, that doesn't tell you that much unless you have the how does my summer this year compare to last year's summer or maybe the summer before. So that's why it's kind of important for pastors. It gives you that detailed look, that more granular look in a common way of doing it instead of so anyway, I hope this helps. If you have questions, I'm going to put a couple of emails links in the email. So if you want to do those, go ahead and send those to wherever they go. All right. Have a good one.